Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing good. Everything here has been okay, just really busy. Oop. Chunk is here, being a chunk. Everybody's still doing very good. We actually have very good news because we think that we have some homes for Gigi and Gandalf. So we're hoping that works out. That's what I've been working on. Chunk. There's Miss Foo there, Fifi. My Finny cat. I have all kinds of nicknames for her. Poor thing. Her name is actually Finn. I call her Foo, Fifi, and anything else that comes to my mind. She's so tolerant. And Miss Katie and Mr. Alex in the window. And Chunk is currently on my head, attacking my hairband. So, just a moment here. Let me see if I can. Can you not eat my head, please? That would be good. Can we not do this? Let me see if I can turn this camera around so you can see what this dumbass is doing. Okay, so what? what the actual hell? What are you even doing? Yeah, that's a hairband. Ow! We gotta cut your nails, don't we? Why don't you tell everybody what you've been doing? Why don't you tell everybody what you've been doing? I've got a fan running in the background, so if you hear some... Ow, 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 ow. Hey, sir, excuse me, sir. Thank you for grooming me, but that's my hair. No, sir. Oh, sorry, my hand's in the way. Hey. That's my head. That's my head. Do you mind? Okay, for anybody thinking about getting kittens because they're so cute, this shit. Yeah, no. All right. We interrupt this program from a message from our sponsor. Hang on just a second. Okay. That was the end of Nom Nom Nom, brought to you by courtesy of Chunk. Shithead. Anyhow, I love him, but he's a shithead. Just the way it is. Nope, here he is again. All right, where were we now? Let's go back to seeing everybody else. Nobody wants to see me. There we go. Shithead. Okay. There's Gandalf, who is so incredibly cute. We can't stand it. What are you even doing? What are you even doing? You're hyper today. Yeah. I know, we just cleaned your face, so it's a little better than it was anyway. Yeah. Well, it doesn't work if you stay on my head and chew my hair. No, digging your claws into Mama's skull and biting is not allowed. Don't you do it. Excuse you. Do you remember what happened the last time you did that? Yeah. You thought it was a great idea, and you pulled the entire lamp down onto your head, and then you knocked my drink over, and so there was iced tea all over your head, on top of the lamp, well, underneath the lamp. So you had your head, iced tea, a lamp, and a tissue box on your head. And you didn't learn from that. He's like, what's your point? My point is, you're a destructive demon. Shit. Alex, come and save me. Chivalry is dead. Where'd you go? Alex says water is more important. Screw you. Thanks, Alex. You're all heart. Ow, 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 ow. Can you please refrain? Can you? Okay. So everybody is doing really good, though. Gigi's off sleeping somewhere because she was running around like a maniac this morning. But, yeah, the good news is I had a family member come over, and And Gigi, who usually runs and hides from people, immediately ran up to her and jumped in her lap. So I was like, okay, you have been chosen. And then Gandalf promptly jumped on the couch behind her and started playing with her braids and her hair. So I think if all goes well, we got to do a play date with the cats that are already at said family member's house. And if people seem like they're going to get along, then we're going to enjoy getting Gigi and Gandalf over to their forever home, which will be wonderful. So, 2 down, 2 to go. I'm probably going to wind up keeping this little turd, though. I love him. He's a pain in the ass, but I love him. Right, Chunky Monkey? Say, we've been through too much, you and I. We've been through too much. Too many sicknesses, too many problems, too many defeats, too many victories. We got a history now, buddy. We're stuck. And that'll just leave Willow. We'll have to find a nice home for Willow. And I might see if Willow gets along with my mother's cat, because my mother's cat is all by herself. We'll see if maybe they get along, because I'm thinking she might be happier if she has someone to play with. And Willow is nice and quiet and reserved, so I think he would be good for my mom to keep Sandy, who is her cat, company, a little occupied, because it's not as easy to entertain one cat all the time, depending on what your lifestyle is. You know how it can be. So it's kind of nice if you have more than one cat. You still play with them, of course, and give them attention and everything, but then they also have each other, so it's not such a thing. Miss Katie, we have to have a discussion again about picking at the screen, my love. Chunk, if you attack that fan, so help me. Yeah, see, it's a fan. It moves the air around because it's muggy and sticky and blah today. So please don't push the fan off of the electric fireplace. And please don't fall off the electric fireplace. And please don't step on the remote. Because the other day I had the television on and I went to go refill my iced tea, and I came back and there was a completely different channel on the television. And then the channel changed again, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I looked over there and his butt was sitting on the remote. He's just flipping channels. Ain't that just like a man? Take over the remote, start flipping channels. Right, Sylvester? Sylvester doesn't care. It's a good thing I love you guys, you know that? Oh shit, here he comes again. Hope he's gone. Alright, he just jumped on the back of the couch. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill him. Yeah, he is wired for sound. So what's going to happen soon, I've seen Chunk get like this when he gets extra hyper. And what he's going to wind up doing is he's overtired, is what his problem is. So he's going to go 110 miles an hour like this for maybe another 10 minutes. And then you're just going to find him face planted somewhere, and he's going to look like he's dead. Because he just stops, like wherever he is, and he just face plants. And he's out, sleeping. Done. I found him in bags, like grocery bags, which I think is where he is now, playing in the grocery bag. I found him in the middle of the floor where he scared the hell out of me. I thought he was dead, and he's just sleeping. It's like he just crashes wherever he is. Right, Katie? Right, Miss Katie? Right, Sylvester? Right? Right? Right, Miss Finn? Right, Finny Foo. Right, Gandalf? Right, Alex? It's a chunk in the bag. Gandalf is tired because he was just chasing the vacuum cleaner. Alex is playing with his mice. Toy mice. But yeah, when I vacuum, everybody else runs for their life except Gandalf. Gandalf chases the vacuum cleaner. He thinks it's the best game ever. He attacks it, jumps on it, smacks it, rides it while I'm pushing it around, then jumps off it again. He's fearless. Absolutely fearless. Oh. Let's see where Psycho Brain went. Where'd you go? Excuse me, Mr. Chunk. What the hey? Are you a grocery bag? Are you a grocery bag guy? You're silly. We have to mop the floor. Yeah. We have to mop the floor if you're done making a mess, because you've got gravy spots on the floor where you guys are messy eaters. Right, Miss Katie? Right. And there's Sylvester. And Gigi, I still have not convinced to use a litter box completely. She did, however, a couple of times, that's that one with the slide out drawer, she did actually go on the puppy pad in there, and I was so excited. But she's not doing it consistently yet. But she did do it. So I'm like, okay, that's a breakthrough. So the family member that is adopting Gigi, that litter box is probably going to go with her. So it's something that she knows if I can get her to start consistently using it, we're going to be on a good track. And everything else is, the house is a disaster as always. You cannot have 10 cats in a house and it not be a disaster. It's just not an option. And the hole in the wall, which was very nice. I don't know how they did that. It wasn't there one day. I woke up the next day and they ripped the drywall, the paint and the drywall down to the, I don't know. I have no idea how they did that. I don't know if there was a bug on the wall that they thought they were going to get. But yeah, so it's something else I have to fix now. Right, Katie? Right, Miss Katie? Right. What are you two doing? You gonna say hello to everybody? My sweetie pies. You're psychos, but you're sweetie pies. Okay, guys. So that was it. We just wanted to give a quick update. Everybody is doing good. It's been busy, busy, busy here. And we have got a possible home for Gigi and Gandalf. So if that all works out, we will be in good shape. So that's where we are now. So we hope everybody has a really good weekend and enjoys the rest of the summer. And we'll check back in on you as soon as we can. It gets harder when it gets to this time of year because the job I have is seasonal. And so the closer it gets to autumn, I work for a flower company. And there are certain bulbs and everything that are harvested, like they start now. So it starts to get more difficult to just have fun and capture some videos and stuff like that. Because a lot of times it's 100 miles an hour at work, and then you get home and it's, checking in on the family that you need to check in on, and then taking care of all the 10 cats and cleaning up after everybody and looking after all the outside cats and mowing the yard, and it just gets to be a bit much sometimes. And then when you finally sit down at the end of the night and you have some extra time, you know what happens? You fall asleep sitting straight up. I've done that. I have done it. I fell asleep with a plate of food in my lap one night after working late. Sat down, made something to eat, got about 2 forks in, and I fell dead asleep. I woke up when the cats knocked the plate out of my hand, ate everything that was on it naturally, Fortunately, it was nothing that made them sick. You know, I had just made some chicken and rice. They didn't eat the rice much, but they naturally pulled apart the chicken. And, yeah, it happens. Say, sometimes it's kind of tough keeping up with everything. Right, but that's okay. We'll do our best. Getting older don't help. It's not fair. Yeah. It's not fair when you're in your rounding the corner of the late 40s now, heading in that direction. And all the stuff you used to do when you were 26, you know, in your mind, it's like, I can still do that. And then your hip and your back and your foot says, guess what? No, you ain't. Right, Finny? Finny does not look amused. Are you alright, Foo-Foo? Yeah. What's the matter, sweetie? You look not amused. Are you okay? Yeah. You still my girl? I know, you're about done with having these babies in the house. Poor Pete and Felix won't even come inside anymore because they can't take it. It's okay. We're finding homes for everybody. It'll get better. It'll get better. You just might have to put up with Chunk. Because I think Chunk and I might be stuck with each other. But other than that, everything is good. Okay then, guys. Say bye-bye, Finny. And we'll see everybody later, okay? Okay, sweetheart.